lost some giants, they were a credit to the game. But we've also found some young'uns, they promise to be the same. That's what the big game's all about, it happens every year. We lose a few of our heroes, but find others who know no fear. We see them give it all they know, we see them give it their best shot. It's whether rock and roll or famous, you gotta give it all you got. That season was a good one, we saw a big man walking tall. But who will it be this year to collect the greatest prize of all?
Of February 1988, it's the second round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. A home tie for Warrington, entertaining neighbours from just up the road, St Helens. I'll just go through the teams for you now. Warrington first out on the pitch. The Warrington team: number 1, Brian Johnson; 2, Des Drummond; 3, Paul Cullen; 4, Joe Rapati; 5, David Lyon; 6, John Woods; 7, Keith Holden; 8, Les Boyd; 9, Carl Webb; 10, Bob Jackson; 11, Mark Roberts; 12, Mike Gregory; 13, Billy McGinty. Substitutes for Warrington: number 14, Ronnie Duane; and number 15, Gary Sanderson. And Tony Barra, he reckons it's going to be Warrington's year this year. He certainly put 2 great teams together with St Helens and Warrington. Another good tie, Wigan and Leeds, so there are quite a few of the good teams. Obviously one of them's got to go out. St Helens team not taking the pitch yet. Warrington with a good win, beating Castleford last week, 32 points to 6. St Helens also had a good win, they beat Halifax 16 points to 4. So both on course for today's second round clash. Just waiting for the St Helens team to come out now. I'll just go through the St Helens team for you now. Number 1, Phil Vivers; 2, David Tanner; 3, Paul Loughlin; 4, Mark Elia; 5, Les Quirk; 6, Shane Cooper; 7, Neil Holding; 8, Tony Burke; 9, Paul Groves; 10, Stuart Evans; 11, Paul Farber, freshly back, just had a cartilage operation, but he's back to full fitness, keeping his second row berth. Number 12, Roy Haggerty; 13, Chris Arkwright; 14, Bernard Dwyer; and 15, John Fieldhouse. Out come the Saints. Tremendous crowd here at Wilderspool. The Saints take the pitch. Good win in the first round versus Leigh at Hilton Park, 22-12. Tight game, and Saints trailing 10-6 at half-time, but they came through. Tremendous game, and into the second round here at Wilderspool.
Mascot today is David Lomax, age 7, for the Thames Bruges Infant School. The Fraser Alliance player is Les Boyd.
Chris Arkwright out there with his thighs heavily strapped, out since the first round of the John Player Trophy with a bad groin strain, but he was substitute last week at home versus Halifax. He came on in the second half, and back in the loose forward berth today with Andy Platt, Saints international loose forward packman, picking up a 4-match ban at the disciplinary committee last Thursday. A very harsh decision in my opinion, with certain players going and receiving either a sending off sufficient or just a 2-match ban, but Platt was well intimidated at Leigh in the first round of the Cup. He had 10 minutes sin bin and then was sent off in the second half with an incident with the half-back Johnson. But here we are, it's referee Holsworth out in the middle. It's Saints to kick off. pointing out, and away we go. Paul Loughlin kicks deep. Knock on there. Number 5 there, David Lyon there, attempting to take the kick off from Paul Loughlin. He knocks it on, so the early pressure right on Warrington now. It's a scrum down just 5 yards from the Warrington line. It's head and ball. It's Neil holding to feed. Loop movement there with Chris Arkwright. Arkwright just brought down close to the line. Plan move from Saints there with Arkwright. Haggerty going on his own. Solid tackling from Warrington, forcing back. Well, Warrington a good tackling side. Always a good game between these two teams. Saints spread it left. Loose ball. Phil Vivas kicks it on. Des Drummond going to pick it up. So it's Warrington ball. He's 5 yards from his own line. Les Boyd at dummy half. Les Boyd coming away from acting half-back. Loughlin and Quirk, I think it is, quickly in there. But it's Warrington moving it left. Bob Jackson now. Front row forward for Warrington. And Warrington moving it blindside. Keith Holden trying to come through. Barber in there with Les Quirk. Les Boyd, head down and in. Chris Arkwright, Paul Barber. But referee Holdsworth right on the job. Warrington get the first penalty. Referee Holdsworth ruling a swinging arm in. And Warrington received the first penalty. David Lyon steps up, finds touch. Just short of the halfway line. Warrington wants a quick play of the ball, but Boyd, first man in. Tony Burke temporarily stops him. Haggerty and Evans in there, the ball's loose. Drummond gathers it. So Saints quickly in there, but Warrington in possession. Bob Jackson going through. Brian Johnson coming on his left, but he has to take the tackle. Warrington just 5 yards inside Saints half now, spreading it left, Holden. Inside ball to John Woods. Super tackle there from Tony Burke. Right centre field as Woods was trying to side through. And Warrington moving it left. On to Keith Holden. Rubbers for touch. David Tanner just got his hands to it, but the ball going in right on the 25 line. So it's a scrum down with a Warrington head and ball right on the Saints 25. Just 3 minutes of the game gone, and both teams are weighing each other up. Well, Holden feeds, ball comes out Warrington side. Cullen coming inside, change of direction, just penetrating the Saints 25. Woods onto Holden, second row forward, number 11 Roberts coming through. And Carl Webb at dummy half, bringing it blindside. On to Billy McGinty, but he takes the tackle. Warrington putting a bit of early pressure on the Saints now. Holden from acting half-back, plenty of room to move. Kicked on by Paul Cullen, but the ball going dead, straight from off Cullen's legs. So it's Saints are going to restart with a 25-yard tap. Paul Groves. Barber first man in, steaming up. Three-man Warrington tackle. Bring him down. Jackson and McGinty in there quickly. At Groves at dummy half. On to Tony Burke. Both sets of forwards just weighing each other up at present in the early minutes. It's blindside again. On to Evans. Solid tackling again. Groves again now. Bringing it back to Loughlin. Over to Vivas for the kick upfield. Crossfield kick from Vivas, awkward bounce, but David Lyons gathers it safely this time. Feeds inside to Brian Johnson, linking up. Good full back, this Aussie full back. Inside to Lyons. Well, tremendous try from Lyons, yes. And he scores in the corner. Warrington take an early lead. Well, from that Phil Vivas kick through. That Phil Vivas kick through, Lyons took it, he fed inside to Johnson. Johnson just outpacing the Saints defence, fed inside to Lyons, he took it and went in at the far left corner. Brilliant try there from Warrington, and early points on the board for him, a 4-0 lead. Well, that shows what Warrington are capable of. Kick through from Vivas on the last tackle, as they're taken by Lyons. He fed inside to Brian Johnson, linking up. and over he went for the try. So just after 4 minutes, Warrington take a lead with that Lions try, 4 points to 0. John Woods unsuccessful with the conversion. So Paul Loughlin to restart from centre field. After Saints putting early pressure on there from the Warrington mistake, Warrington come the full length of the field and score. Lyons again stops it with his body, gathers safely in his own 25, kicks upfield, held up in the breeze. Les Quirk gathers it after one bounce. Prolific try scorer Quirk, signed from Barrow, an early season signing, £55,000. Saints leading try scorer, but Saints move it right. Evans. Shane Cooper coming round for the loop movement, but Evans can't release. Roberts clamps his grip. Groves at dummy half, looking for the loop movement with Cooper. Loose ball from Saints, kicked forward by Warrington, is it? No, knock on being ruled by referee Holdsworth. A scrum down halfway between the Warrington 25 and the halfway line. With Holden to feed, Warrington head and ball. Scrums level at 1 apiece at present. Holden feeds. What comes out with the feed? Holden dinking upfield. Woods coming centre field. Super tackle from Neil Holding onto Jora Pate. Warrington keeping it moving. Quick away from the base of the scrum. Change of direction by Boyd. Inside to Holden. Lofted pass over to Brian Johnson. Mark Elia, I think that was. Brings him down. Shane Cooper it was over there. Brought Brian Johnson down, but it's Warrington still in possession, just 10 yards short of the Saints 25. John Woods now. Paul Farber and Tony Burke in there at the tackle. Cal Webb onto Keith Holden. Inside to number 11. Roberts hurrying through. Support on his left. It's the last tackle for Warrington. Drummond trying to go from acting half-back. But brought down. It's the changeover for a pulsating game. Just 7 minutes gone and plenty of action. Mark Elia there from acting half-back trying to gain ground. Saints going to bring it to the right. Stuart Evans. Les Boyd quickly in. Another two, Carl Webb, one of the tattlers, and Billy McGinty in there on Stuart Evans. Tattling's the name of the game here today, without a doubt. Right now, McGinty and Mike Gregory in there quickly, and Warrington containing Saints, not giving them much room. But the ball back to Beavers, came off McGinty, and McGinty taking Beavers off the ball, went up with the elbow there, flattened Phil Beavers, going unnoticed by referee Holdsworth and the touch judge on this side. But it's Webb onto Boyd. Beavers back up on his feet now. Webb again, acting half-back, taking it left to Keith Holden, across to John Woods. Gregory coming in onto that short ball from Woods. Saints tackling, holds firm this time. Woods at dummy half, taking it left, loop movement with Holden. Woods gets the ball, comes in field. Solid tackling from Saints, hold firm, but it's all Warrington. All Warrington at present. Bringing it left, McGinty looking for the gap, siding forward, brought down 5 yards centre field, right in front of Saints sticks. Mike Gregory acting half-back, back to John Woods for the drop, charged down by Paul Groves. He kicks it on, it's all on. Groves is following up. Drummond takes the ball, Groves brings him down. Well played there from Groves. Brian Johnson at dummy half, going on his own. Mark Elia, Les Quirk, bundle him to ground. But it's Warrington certainly putting it together. Bob Jackson now brought down halfway between the 25 and the halfway line, and wanted to move it left. Loop movement with Les Boyd coming in field, but he's lost the ball. All on, but he's going to rule the knock-on surely. No advantage to Saints there, as number 11 there, Mark Roberts, gathers that loose ball, kept on running, but referee Holdsworth rules the knock-on, so it's going to be Saints head and ball. And Neil Holding to feed. Ball comes out Saints side, onto Shane Cooper. Phil Beavers linking up, there's the gap. Dave Tanner on his right, Dave Tanner in space, brought down on the halfway line. Paul Loughlin stepping up, attacking half-backs. It's obviously showing what they can do as well. Neil Holding, onto Roy Haggerty, juggles with it. Catches it safely, but Warrington penalised for offside at that line out there. So Saints gaining the first penalty. Haggerty with a quick tap, plays it to himself. Gains a valuable 10 yards, but Warrington quickly snuff him out. Onto Chris Arkwright, looking for the gap. Back in the loose forward position. Arkwright, as I said before, out with a serious injury, but back now in full fitness. Groves, onto Cooper, inside to Paul Loughlin. Only the full-back to beat. Loughlin goes to the line. Support with him. Farber. Yes! Brilliant! Farber dives over to the left of the sticks. That levels the scores up. 10 minutes gone. Good work there. Cooper head inside to Loughlin. Loughlin with only the full-back to beat. Farber, as ever, backing up on his left. He fed it to Farber and he dove over just to the left of the sticks in good style. Well, Paul Farber there going over for his third try of the season. And quite an easy goal-kicking attempt. Now, the conversion to Paul Farber's try by Paul Loughlin. Loughlin already kicked 60 goals this season, kicked 3 in the international at Avignon the other week, but he wasn't retained for the return match at Headingley. Excuse me. Shane Cooper well, being called up to hold the ball for Loughlin. Rather windy conditions here at Wilderspool, but Paul Loughlin lining up just to the left of the posts. Yes, slots it between the sticks there. So Warrington 4, St Helens 6. That's the score after 12 minutes play. To square one virtually now. It's just with a slender 2 points to 0 lead, but both teams showing what rugby they're capable of. Warrington kick off. Chris Arkwright takes it. Just brought down on the 25. Paul Groves, as ever, dummy half. Saints bringing it left. Onto Tony Burke. Solid forward this Burke. Pushes Les Boyd off, but he's brought down by Cullen and Holden. Finally brought to ground. Neil Holding, bringing it left. Taken by Elia. Rather long ball, loose ball, but Elia tidies up. Haggerty at dummy half, going on his own. Flings the ball left to Chris Arkwright. Nobody on Arkwright's right, but they're taking the tattle. Warrington tackling Holding firm, pegging the Saints back in the 25. Saints bringing it left. To Tony Burke, juggles with it, but brings it down. Beavers in support. Beavers onto Mark Elia. Feeds it back inside to Beavers, does well there. To Stuart Evans, but Warrington tattlers quickly up there. Saints just getting bottled up. Last tattle now of this set of 6 for Saints, and Warrington forcing the Saints back. The ball back to Paul Loughlin, kicks upfield. Ryan Johnson to take it with Des Drummond linking up on his inside now. Shane Cooper comes in for the tattle. Feeds on to Drummond. Tremendous wingman this Drummond. Brought down 10 yards short of the Saints 25, and it's Warrington still in possession. Keith Holden bringing it left onto John Woods, looking for the gap. Sees the gap. He's only got Cullen on his outside. There's no way through for him. Mark Elia, Neil Holding tidy up that time. Keith Holden, little chip kick through. Phil Beavers stops it temporarily, but he knocks on. Warrington man comes up, takes the ball, so it's Warrington with another 6 tackles in the same 25. Carl Webb going through, valuable 10-yard run from the dummy half position. Bob Jackson acting half-back, taking it left to Keith Holden. Boyd coming on the inside, but onto Mike Gregory. 5 yards short of the Saints try line. Warrington putting all the pressure on now. 14 minutes of the game gone, and Saints at a slender 6 points to goal. McGinty sees the gap, he's going for the line. Yes, the try's awarded. McGinty there, he saw that gap in the Saints defence. He heard through, and his strength there was enough to take him over. So Warrington back into the lead, 8 points to 6 at present. It's just about 10 yards in from the touchline. A difficult kick in the conditions, but Warrington with the 8 points to 6 lead. Good play there from McGinty. Quick ball from Warrington, moving it to the left. McGinty saw the gap, he went for it, and his impetus was enough to take him over, with Saints defenders clinging onto him. So John Woods now take the conversion kick. Yes, right between the sticks. The ball to David Lyon. He sized a kick upfield. It's a crossfield sliced kick, but it does find touch. Just 10 yards short of the halfway line. Warrington just taking the lead back, taking back the lead 10 points to 6 at present. Billy McGinty try, converted by John Woods. The scrum down now, Saints head and ball. Saints penalised for feeding, right in front of the referee. Scrums even at that time, 2 scrums each, but the penalty count just favouring Warrington now, 2-1. Differential penalty for Warrington. John Wood stepping up. Neil Holding penalised for feeding at that scrum. So it's Carl Webb to restart. Bob Jackson first man in. Tony Burke, Paul Farber, and Farber complete the tackle, but he's brought down on the 25 line. Les Boyd coming from deep. Evans takes him down. Good one-man tackle from Evans there, but Warrington gaining yardage. That's every move. Holden coming inside. Number 11, Mark Roberts, on a diagonal run. Warrington putting all the pressure on. Warrington onto Woods. To Gregory, onto Billy McGinty now. Looking to turn round to release the ball to Gregory, but solid tackling there from Shane Cooper, holds firm. Holden. Little crossfield kick from Holden. And a try being given. John Woods, I think it is. Keith Holden with a crossfield kick. The chase was on, there was nobody covering for Saints. And John Woods winning the chase, beating Phil Beavers for the touchdown. I'd like to see that again on the replay, just to see if John Woods was onside, but it was a good planned move, obviously, from Warrington. Keith Holden kicking through, a siding crossfield kick, and John Woods winning the chase. The no Saints cover, Warrington winning the chase. John Woods touching down, further extending Warrington's lead to 14 points to 6 at present. Woods taking it across the face of the goal, got no lift from that ball at all, but it's 14 points to 6. It's just 18 minutes of the first half gone, and what a tremendous game. Warrington certainly capitalising there. Oh, Paul Loughlin to restart. Kicks off centre field. David Lyons coming up, gathers the ball safely. Shane Cooper brings him down. Roy Haggerty quickly in there to assist. Brian Johnson stepping up at dummy half. Feeding it right onto Mike Gregory. Brought down on the 25. Neil Holding brings him down round the legs. Carl Webb coming blindside. Mark Elia finally bringing him down, but he gains a valuable 10 yards. Keith Holden at dummy half, going to move it left for Warrington. Out to Les Boyd, on to Billy McGinty, coming into space, but quickly closed down by Chris Arkwright. Stuart Evans coming in there. There's Warrington certainly looking the livelier. Mark Roberts, loose ball there, tried to feed inside, but Stuart Evans snaps it up quickly, and Saints got the ball now for the first time for quite a while now. Just brought down Tony Burt there inside the Warrington half. Groves on to Roy Haggerty, lurking on this left wing, feeds inside to Mark Elia, losing his footing. Rather muddy, slippy conditions down there. A lot of rain this week. Warrington moving up quickly. The ball now with Stuart Evans. Tremendous tackling stint from the Warrington outfit, closing down Saints there at every move. Arkwright, Neil Holding, siding kick for touch. Yes, finds touch right on Warrington 25. Good kick there from Holding. Saw the Warrington players moving up. Crossfield kick through and finds touch on the Warrington 25. It's going to be Warrington head and ball with Keith Holden to feed. Scrums equal at present, 2 each. Foot up there before Holden actually went to feed the scrum. Warrington penalised for a foot up, differential penalty. Neil Holding stepping up to gain added yardage for the Saints. pegging Warrington back on their own line. Groves to start. Plan move from Saints. Stuart Evans, Warrington moving up quickly, but Evans still in possession and driving forward. Saints now need points on the board, trailing by 14 points to 6. Those two quick Warrington tries, but Haggerty sees the gap, feeds onto Beavers, linking up, onto Loughlin, out to Elia, onto Quirk, must be in the corner. Yes, there's a try, Quirk in at the corner. Quick hands from Saints, from one side of the field to the other. Yes, Haggerty there, saw the gap, side through, fed left to Beavers linking up, Paul Loughlin, Mark Elia and Les Quirk finally going over in the corner. Good play from Saints, and Quirk going over for his 18th try of the season. Referee Holsworth right on the job over here, but a difficult kick for Paul Loughlin. Well within his capabilities, bringing Saints back into the game at 14-10 at present. See if he can tag this 2 points conversion on. Already kicked one today in these different conditions, but this is from the touchline. No, brings it into the left of the posts. So just 14 points to 10, and 22 minutes of the first half gone. Certainly a pulsating game here at Wilderspool for this second round Silkcut Rugby League Challenge Cup clash. So John Woods to kick off for Warrington, after Saints scoring there with Les Quirk, going over for his 18th try of the season. Dave Tanner gathers it, drives towards the 25. Warrington tattlers quickly up there. Groves bringing it left, did well there. Tony Burke had to stretch for that ball. An awkward ball in these conditions. Got to have quite crisp passing. These long balls could be taken away in the stiff breeze out there. Chris Arkwright there brought down. Groves at dummy half. Brings it blindside onto Stuart Evans. Just penetrates the 25. Solid Warrington tackling there. Holds firm. And a great tackling stint from both sides today. Neil Holding kicks upfield. Ryan Johnson takes it safely. Goes over to the left. Shane Cooper comes up. Super tackle from Cooper. Brings Johnson down. Keeps them pegged in their own half, but Drummond coming infield. Lively character this Drummond all over the park. Takes some pulling down, and certainly a prolific try scorer in his own right. Signed from Warrington when he looked in the doldrums in dispute at Lee. Just had a testimonial at Lee, and transfer listed round about the 40,000 mark, but he's certainly been well worth his money here. Keith Holden kicks. Neil Holding catches. Ball now with Loughlin. Brought down just short of the halfway line. Saints going to have to spread it out at the world of the work to show what they're capable of with that try by Quirk just. Elia. Unlucky, loses his footing. Paul Cullen quickly in there, smothers him. Shane Cooper, acting half-back, onto Stuart Evans. Running from deep. Brought down just short of the halfway line. Roy Haggerty now. The eye for the gap onto Cooper. The break's on. Harper's with him. Well, they're all on. The ball's all on. Drummond fumbles the ball, but Phil Beavers and Les Quirk quickly up there. Beavers there linking up with his backs. Les Quirk to mark him, but Drummond taking a knock there in that tackle. Keith Holden taking it left. Super play from Saints there, kicking through. Unlucky there, Neil. Des Drummond fumbling the ball. But pegged in their own 25 at present. Rapati now. Solid tackle there from Dave Tanner coming infield. Mike Gregory attacking half-back, going on his own, but Saints containing the Warrington outfit this time. Must be the fourth tackle. And Warrington coming through. Well, that's the last one, yes. That's the fifth tackle now. The sixth tackle coming on, and Warrington pegged in their own 25. David Lyons kicks upfield. Good kick from him. Work back to gather it. Keeps it infield with his foot. Gathers it safely. Beavers inside, but Quirk takes the tackle. Gives Saints time to come back and regroup. Phil Beavers. Feeds it on to Mark Elia, goes crossfield. Bob Jackson comes in field, bangs him down. Super tackle from Bob Jackson that time. Paul Loughlin on to Roy Haggerty, looking for the gap. Comes in field, feeds back to Paul Farber. As I said, Farber in there in the second row, had a cartilage operation just 11 or 12 days ago. Obviously back to full fitness to keep his place in the second row. Groves restarts on the same 25. Holden, crossfield, quick hands. Well, Warrington quickly up there. It's the last tackle for Saints now. Pegged in their own 25. Neil Holding at dummy half. Feeds it back to Phil Beavers. Hoist the ball upfield. It's going to go into touch directly. Yes, so it's going to be a scrum down in the Saints 25. Well, Saints protesting that the ball hits a Warrington player. The changeover, yes, that's right, it was on the sixth tackle, I keep forgetting, but it's a changeover. I think the referee had to be reminded as well as myself, but Warrington now in possession with another 5 tackles to see if they can penetrate the Saints line. 26 minutes gone, the score 14 points to 10 in Warrington favour. Bob Jackson hurrying towards the line, brought down 5 yards short. Obviously Warrington with the tails up. What a tremendous game here at Wilderspool. Warrington looks like Webb trying to dummy, trying to go through on his own. Saints don't take it this time. Tony Burke and Groves quickly in the Woods onto Gregory, onto Rapati coming crossfield, looking to fling that ball out over here on the Saints left wing. Holden feeds inside to Woods, pass that looks a hint forward, but it's the last tackle for Warrington. Gregory onto Holden, chip kick through. Chris Arkwright kicks it dead. Obviously a slippy ball there, and Arkwright just fumbling to gather it, but he did the best thing. He kicked it dead, but Saints are forced to drop out from underneath their own posts. Kick out straight to John Woods, going centre field. Father right between the sticks, but he's brought down. Solid tackling from Holding and Farber. Keith Holden now. Signed from Wigan, utility back there, scrum half and standoff from Wigan, but he's certainly worked wonders here at Warrington. Ball now with McGinty. Made that loose forward berth his own, McGinty. Some tremendous displays from the Warrington outfit. Mike Gregory looking for the runners. Cullen coming on, but Gregory couldn't release that time. Warrington still in possession, 5 yards from the Saints line. Well, St Helens penalised there for offside at the play of the ball. I think Warrington penalised, obviously, for too many encroaching at the play of the ball. That's the only interpretation I can think of. And Paul Loughlin kicks for touch, finds touch right on the Saints 25. Stuart Evans first man in, feeds off Paul Groves. Boyd in there, one of the tacklers. Solid tackling from this Warrington outfit. And Saints still in possession onto the other prop, Tony Burke. Turning round, looking to release Gregory in there for Warrington. Groves coming away. Taken by Haggerty. Ball knocked back. Mark Elia tidies up. Warrington quickly in there, solid tackling. Gregory is one of them. Well, Warrington and number 10 it is Bob Jackson. Warrington renowned for good tackling. Boyd coming up quickly. Ball back to Beavers. Kicks upfield. Warrington closing up on the Saints very quickly. Ryan Johnson takes that ball. Out faces Cooper this time. Feeds onto Lyon. Just can't get through. Finally gets it out. Warrington keep the ball alive. Onto Keith Holden. Onto Des Drummond. From the right wing over to the left. Drummond going centre field. Rapati backing him up. Looking to release the ball. Solid tackle there. Saints did well. Oh, Warrington out, but Drummond there, the instigator. Cullen. Quick play the ball onto Holden. Keith Holden looking for the way through. Still going on his own. It's all firm, but Warrington saw the gap there. Drummond looking for work. He created the gap, and Warrington nearly scored the try. On to Mike Gregory. Yes, that was round the jersey, and Warrington Warrington crying for a penalty, but it was a forward pass as well. But Warrington still in possession. Cullen over to the right. Tried to give Saints the dummy, but he's finally bundled into touch, just 5 yards short of the Saints try line. 30 minutes gone of the first half. It's still 14 points to 10, and Saints tackling hold out firm there. The scrum down 5 yards from the Saints line. It's Saints head and ball with Paul Cullen being forced into touch. Neil Holding to feed. Regains the ball at the base of the scrum. So Saints just edging into the lead, winning the scrums 3-2. Difficult conditions out there. Chris Arkwright from acting half-back. Groves now, as ever, at dummy half. On to Shane Cooper. Class standoff, this Cooper. Just beating the first Warrington defender there with just a body swerve. Burke turning around, looking to release, but Saints not backing him up that time. Groves back to Loughlin for the kick upfield. Crossfield kick from Loughlin. Is he going to find touch? Yes. Just bouncing in front of Des Drummond and going into touch. That's midway between the halfway and the Saints 25. It's Warrington head and ball. Keith Holden to feed. Excuse me. Well, when referee Holdsworth finally getting the pack to his liking, Keith Holden to feed. Ball comes out of the centre, doesn't actually go in. Holding is penalised, and then further penalised another 10 yards for dissent. So it's Roy Haggerty quickly away. John Woods charges the ball down. All on. Tony Burke picks up, feeds it left. Quick hands forward onto Loughlin. Saints with another 6 tackles now. Just brought down 10 yards inside the Warrington half. John Woods quickly up there on that play the ball, that ball, but it's Arkwright now. Centre field, straightens up. Brought down midway between the Warrington 25 and the halfway line. Paul Groves taking it to the right. Neil Holding, Cooper back inside to Tony Burke from a standing start. Solid tackling from this Warrington outfit. McGinty and Bob Jackson quickly in there, bring him to ground, and it's a Groves for Saints. Neil Holding, little chip kick through. Cooper following it up, but Lyons takes it down. Takes the ball, Lyons, and it's Warrington in possession. 10 yards outside their own 25. Boyd now, real workman Boyd, right in the thick of things. Had a lot of problems this season with injury, but it's Warrington spreading it out. Cullen, Botelia brings him down. Quirk quickly in there to help. Drummond attacked in half-back. Blindside to McGinty. Coming blindside, running hard from deep. As Warrington going to the Saints 25. But he's forced into touch McGinty. A good run from him there. As Drummond fed onto him. McGinty coming on the blind side. Siding run there, gaining a valuable 25-30 yards. But he's slid into touch. So it's Saints head and ball. 5 yards inside the Saints 25. Saints come away with it. Arkwright scoops up. Keith Holden quickly round there. Saints just edging into the lead on the scrums. 4-2 at present. Shane Cooper attacked in half-back. Onto Paul Farber. Gets the ball, straightens up, drives up centre field, but no way through from him. Tremendous Warrington tackling, holding firm. The score still 14 points to 10 and 34 minutes of the first half gone. Loughlin now attacked in half-back. Well, Tony Burke did well to hold that ball. Referee Holdsworth urging the Warrington backs to get onside, but it's Saints now still pegged in their own 25, finally releasing it to David Tanner. Not been in much of the action, David Tanner at present. Well, it's the last tackle now for Saints. The ball back to Paul Loughlin. Runs it, finally kicks through, but knock on there, unlucky that Warrington man. An awkward ball there as it bounced up. Keith Holden, I think it was. But a rather awkward ball as Loughlin kicked through, a real high bounce, and he couldn't gather it. He knocks on. Wants to scrum down with the Saints head and ball just inside the Saints half. Just 5 minutes remaining. And Saints making a substitution. John Fieldhouse coming on for Les Quirk, so obviously Les Quirk taking a knock. Yes, there's Quirk limping off along the touchline, obviously taking a knock. John Fieldhouse straight into the pack as Roy Haggerty coming onto the left centre. Mark Elia moving onto the left wing, but one against the head. Warrington win. Vital scrum possession. The referee's knocked down in the action, so another scrum being ordered by referee Holdsworth. Neil Holding to feed again. Obviously both packs eager for scrum possession. Comes out Saints side this time. Bill Beavers back over to Shane Cooper. Change of direction from Saints. Loughlin stretching his legs. Only the full-back to beat. Super tackle there, Brian Johnson. Last line defence, but it's Saints putting all the pressure on. Fieldhouse now. Beats one, flicks it back to Roy Haggerty. Gathers safely, flicks it up to Mark Elia. Feeds inside to Tony Burke. Webb brings him down, Boyd in there, Boyd stamping on him in the tackle, but Groves now takes it away, change of direction, inside to Chris Arkwright, straightening up, going centre field. Well, a real physical game out there, just 4 minutes remaining of the first half. Warrington with a 4 points cushion, a 14 points to 10 lead. Groves from acting half-back goes away, tries to scamper through. And Saints now got to make it count. Cooper on his own, beats the defence, inside to John Fieldhouse. Last tackle for Saints, I think, yes, the last tackle now being ruled forward at dummy half. Inside to Shane Cooper. Little chip through for Cooper. Warrington forced to kick it dead. You can't afford anything fancy today here with the pitch being very slippy. Holden, I think it was, did the right thing there. Cooper kicked through, following his kick, and Holden kicked it dead. So John Woods to drop out from between his own posts. Mark Elia gathers, drives centre field, brought down 10 yards short of the Warrington 25. Beavers moving up at the acting half-back, bringing it blindside to Roy Haggerty. Burst through one tackle, but Gregory and Cullen finally bring him to a halt. Wants a quick play of the ball, but the Warrington man hanging on. Groves onto Burke. Just penetrates the 25. Boyd quickly in there with Gregory in support. But Saints certainly putting the pressure on Warrington at present. Scores essentially just before half-time. Groves, Beavers linking up. Plenty hands there from Saints, but the ball still with Cooper. Flips it out to Farber, onto Chris Arkwright. Out to Mark Elia on the left wing. Drummond bums him into touch. Solid tackle there from Drummond, round the legs. No way through for Mark Elia, and bangs him right into touch. So Des Drummond banging Elia into touch, just 2 minutes remaining. The game stopped for an injury. There's Boyd down on his knee. The Warrington physio comes on. Tremendous game, 14 points to 10, a lot of points in it, but what a tremendous game of rugby. Well, Tony Barrow, the Warrington coach, he reckons it's going to be Warrington's year. And the last time Warrington went to Wembley in 1975, Alex Murphy was the coach. Well, they're opposing coaches for today's match, so it's up to Alex Murphy to put paid to Tony Barrow's dreams. And also on that day at Wembley, Saints A-team coach Dave Chisnall was captain and number 8 prop forward. But it's Keith Holding to feed. Didn't retire, but gets away with it that time. Comes away from the back of the scrum. Warrington in possession, but they're in their own 25. Drummond from acting half-back, trying to go through on his own, but Fieldhouse quickly in there with Evans and Paul Farber. Not much to him, Des Drummond, but he's certainly a tremendous player in his own right. But Warrington in possession, still in their own 25, taking it left. Roberts just getting out to the 25, looking to feed onto Gregory coming through, but Saints tackling holds firm. Groves and Haggerty centre field. Warrington rather loose ball by their standard, taking it over to the right. The last tackle now of this set of 6 for Warrington. The ball going to come back to Lions. Kicks it upfield. Mark Healy gathers it safely. Beavers links up with him on the right. On the left, I beg your pardon, he comes round from the right to the left. Beaver steps up at dummy half. Onto Arkwright. Shane Cooper, short ball onto Paul Loughlin. Feeds into Cooper again. Quick hand from Saints there, nearly paid dividends when we're in injury time now. And Saints still in possession, but bringing it left. Arkwright wanted a quick play, the ball goes loose. All on, onto Fieldhouse. Inside to Paul Farber, inside to Haggerty. Putting through, fills it onto Beavers, does well. Onto Stuart Evans. Saints keep the ball alive. He waves the tassels off referee Holdsworth. Saints last chance in this first half to get further points on the board. Beavers onto Elia, coming in field. No good getting bogged down on this touch line. Well, solid tackling there from Warrington. Hold firm. Saints tried to move it quickly in field. Groves holding. Stuart Evans brought down on the halfway. Well, there's the half-time hooter. Well, a tremendous game here at Wilderspool. 14 points to 10 in Warrington's favour at half-time. The scoring being opened by a 4-minute Lions try. Then the Saints hit back with a Paul Farber try and Loughlin goal in the 10th minute, making the score 6 points to 4 for Saints. Then McGinty seeing the gap. Side through with Woods converting it in the 14th minute, 10 points to 6 then for Warrington. Then 3 minutes later Woods going over, following up that Keith Holden kick through in the 17th minute, 14 points to 6, and then Quirk hitting back in the 20th minute, making the score 14 points to 10 for Warrington. Just one substitution in the first half on the Saints side, with John Fieldhouse coming on for Les Quirk. He limped off, possibly with a recurrence of that knee injury which he sustained at Bradford the other week. And both teams out in fresh strip. So at half-time, there, as you just heard on the PA system, at half-time, Warrington making a substitution. Number 15, Gary Sanderson, coming on for number 8, Les Boyd. Well, Les Boyd certainly punched holes in the Saints defence in the first half, and he's off now, so let's hope Saints can capitalise on it. Warrington kick off. Dave Tanner takes it. Sanderson quickly in there with the Carl Webb, but it's Saints in possession. On to Tony Burt now. Brought down just short of their own 25. The ball coming back to Phil Beavers. Takes it up to Loughlin. Kicks upfield. Brian Johnson lets it bounce. Hits his knee. Finally picks it up. Tony Burke stops him. Neil Holding completes the tackle. Lions coming away from acting half-back. Fieldhouse and Tanner bounce him to the ground. Fieldhouse, an ex-Warrington player. Started off in his early years here at Warrington before going to Widnes, and then on to Saints in a move which saw Harry Pinner go to Widnes. Warrington moving it quickly to the right. Number 11 there, Roberts coming through on the burst. Keith Holden now, change of direction. Obstruction from the Warrington outfit, so the first penalty of the second half going Saints' way. Loughlin picks up field, finds further yardage. Groves to restart just inside the Warrington half. Stuart Evans, second on, building up a head of steam and driving forward. The Saints moving it to the right, misses out Fieldhouse. On to Chris Arkwright. And Groves again, stepping up. Barber coming up centre field, running straight, but no way through from him. Roberts and Gregory bring him down. Arkwright spreads it right. Cooper inside to Loughlin. Still going Loughlin. Rangy lad, this still going. Flicks it up there to Cooper, I think. But brought down on the 25. Well, they couldn't bring that man Loughlin down there. So it was Paul Farber that linked up with Haggerty now, bursting through on his own. Feeds inside to John Fieldhouse, yes! And he's over to the left of the sticks. Brilliant try there from Saints. Brilliant try there. Forward bursting through from the acting half-back. They fed it left. And Haggerty making the speed work again. Well, Haggerty definitely in line for this Man of the Match award, this Silk Man of the Match award. Haggerty making all the running there. Fieldhouse backing him up. And Haggerty passing out to John Fieldhouse. He went in just to the left of the sticks. So an early try for Saints, putting them back on level terms now. John Fieldhouse going in there for only his second try of the season with Saints. He's had a lot of problems with injury, with a lot of niggling knee injuries this season, but he latched on to the end of that Roy Haggerty pass and just to the left of the sticks. So Paul Loughlin now, easy conversion for this fella, makes no mistake with it. Edges Saints into a 2-point lead. So Paul Loughlin slots over his second goal of the proceedings. Saints with a 16 points to 14 lead, and what a tremendous game here. Saints are coming back in the second minute of the second half, regaining the lead. As I said, whether this man Les Boyd, who's gone off at half-time, replaced by Gary Sanderson, whether he'll be any different or not, only time will tell. But Boyd certainly leads by example. The ball now back up with Phil Weavers. Yes. Oh, I thought that was just infield there, but the touch judge running up right on the job and ruling that it bounced in on the full. So it's going to be a scrum down right on the 25 line, centre field, with Warrington head and ball. First scrum of the second half. Stuart Evans taking a knock there, asking the referee to let Saints physio Tim Deakin come on to give him treatment. So the game temporarily stopped. Well, games between Saints and Warrington usually bring out the best in both teams. We played Warrington 5 times last season in the Lancashire Cup second round at Nosey Road. Saints ran out winners 19 points to 5. In the third round, players at home, we lost 20-20. So you can see the closeness of these games. But Holden feeds the scrum. Ball comes out Warrington side. Johnson from full-back links up, but Beavers, his opposite number, takes him out. Warrington bringing it blindside. Sanderson going for the line. Brought down 5 yards short. Warrington putting on the pressure now. Holden from acting half-back, looking for the runners. Onto Rapati, coming infield. Brought down centre field. Groves bounces him to ground. But it's Woods attacking half-back, taking it to Holden. Cross field kick through, with the ball going dead. No way through for him that time. The ball was too deep. Obviously a swirling breeze and that here at Wilderspool, but it has kept dry. Quick play the ball from Saints. Groves comes away with it. 25-yard tap restart for Groves. Arkwright attacking half-back. Onto Tony Burke. Brings it right to Burke. Shrugs one off, but Woods quickly in there. McGinty round his legs. Arkwright. Left to Neil Holding. Onto Cooper. Quick hands there. Roy Haggerty. Feeds it inside. Ball goes to ground. And Warrington are in possession. Roberts takes it right to Billy McGinty. Brought down on the 25. Carl Webb at dummy half. Warrington bringing it left. Keelholt, change of direction inside, and Warrington brought down on the Saints 25. Webb again. Holden onto John Woods. Short ball onto Mike Gregory there, but no way through for this Warrington outfit at present. Saints defence holding firm, and Woods brings it left to Holden again. Most of the moves revolving around this half-back duo of Holden and Woods. But it's the last tackle of this set of 6 for Warrington, and Holden again. Grubbers through, Tanner takes it safely. Holden follows up with Mike Gregory, beg your pardon, with Bob Jackson, number 10, forward for Warrington. Saints in possession. Evans trying to gain yardage, he does so, but 3 Warrington tattlers bring him down. Gary Sanderson and Webb in there. Neil Holding. Saints moving it wide to the left. Burke, Farber on his outside, but Burke takes the tattle. Haggerty now, all over the field. Haggerty looking to feed the ball out. He does so, onto Groves. Feeds it onto Beavers. Making space, onto Tanner. Rear touch for Tanner. Keeps in field, Tanner, does well. Brought down just over the 25. Woods and Mark Roberts bring him down. Cooper, good ball there to Arkwright. Field out on his left. Saints with the break on. Onto Loughlin. Onto Farber. Taken by Cooper. Saints keep the ball moving. Quick hands from the Saints. Last tackle rule, set of 6, so it's going to be the changeover. That's going to be the changeover now, as the ball kicked directly into touch on the 6th tackle. But Saints swooping upfield. Not a tremendous game, but Saints just with a 2 points advantage, leading 16 points to 14. That second minute John Fieldhouse try, and Paul Loughlin goal, bringing Saints back into the game. Webb plays it to himself, goes on his own, but Evans bounces him to ground. Solid tackle from Evans, this Rugby Union ex-Neath prop forward. No way through. Paul Farber brings him to ground, bangs him down. Farber shows him who's the boss. He shows he's back to full fitness after that operation. David Lyons on the wing. Loughlin takes him. Tanner quickly in there. Last tackle for Warrington. John Woods now. Yes, saw the gap, Woods. Tanner gone back, and he saw the gap. Grubbers into touch. It's a scrum down on the 25, the Saints 25. It's Warrington grubbering through there, so it's going to be Saints head and ball with Neil Holding to feed. Cal Webb just unable to get down in the pack there. Referee Holdsworth trying to sort them out, centre field, bringing them over just to the left. Well, as I said before, Warrington thinking it's their year, and Saints in a slender 2 points lead. And the ball going straight through, and yes, straight through the scrum. McGinty quickly out of the scrum, falls on the ball, but off the touch judge's decision, the referee ruling another scrum down. Saints come away with the ball. Neil Holding onto Paul Loughlin. One scrum each this second half. Arkwright from acting half-back. Going through. Mike Gregory, one of the tattlers in there. Bringing to ground. Haggerty over here on the right now. Good ball from Haggerty. Oh, I thought Haggerty was just going to release it. Always looking to release that ball, Haggerty. Saints taking it to the left. Fieldhouse sees the gap, tries to go through, flicks it up to Neil Holding. Drummond and Quirk on his outside. And Elia, I beg your pardon, Quirk, he's been replaced in the first half by John Fieldhouse. I beg your pardon, Mark Elia on the left wing. But it's Saints now, sweeping up the field, lofted pass there onto Chris Arkwright. Sees the gap, Arkwright, quick hands, the ball knocked down by the Warrington man. It's going to be all on. Oh, the scrum, the knock on, they're going to be rude. The scrum down, yes. David Lyon protesting, but that's the correct decision. He charged the ball down. Haggerty couldn't regather it, so it's going to be a scrum down. It's Saints head and ball. It's 10 yards inside the Warrington half. Neil Holding to feed this scrum. Just 11 minutes of the second half gone. Saints winning 16-14. Saints come up with the ball. Beavers onto Tanner. Does well Tanner, can he keep in field? Yes, keeps his feet in there, does well Tanner. Beavers stepping up at dummy half, takes it left to Cooper. Lofted pass to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse sees the gap, streaking through, brought down on the Warrington 25, centre field. Stuart Evans now, taking it left, Saints with the tails up. Cooper inside to Paul Farber. Well, Saints putting the pressure on now, pegging Warrington back. Now onto Haggerty. He's there, he's knocking holes in this Warrington defence. Haggerty well in line for the silk cut man of the match. Paul Groves now. Inside to Paul Farber. 10 yards short of Warrington line, and it's the last tackle for Saints. Is he going to come back for a drop goal attempt? Possibly. Holding now. Dummies. Flicks the ball out to Arkwright. Beavers looking up. Loughlin, lofted pass to Tanner, kicks it on. The ball still loose. Unlucky there, Saints. Spread it quickly to the right.
9,100. The attendance 9,100.
There's a scrum down 5 yards from the Warrington line. It's from the Warrington line now, with Warrington head and ball, holding to feed. The ball going with the feed. Holding comes round from the base of the scrum. In their own 25, bringing it blindside, no way through from them. Right there, Saints present, getting on top in the early minutes of the second half. Saints moving up quickly there. Well, Warrington was doing it in the first half and getting away with it, so no reason why Saints shouldn't do it. Obviously, plan move from Saints. Warrington tried to kick up field, but Beavers gathers it. Comes up centre field, takes the tackle. Brought down 10 yards short of the Warrington 25. Groves, as ever, bringing it to the right. On to Tony Burke. Brought down on the 25, just short of the 25, Burke. It's definitely Saints now, with Warrington looks though they're missing the leadership of Les Boyd. Neil Holding, out to Haggerty. Feeds it back inside to Cooper. Keeps the ball moving, Cooper. On to Stuart Evans. Saints still in possession. Evans looking to release. Solid Warrington tackling, holds firm this time. John Woods on the top there, and Roberts underneath. Stop Cooper. Stop Stuart Evans getting the ball out, but it's Saints still in possession. It's the last tackle of this set of 6. Neil Holding, little chip kick through. Lyons has to knock it into touch. Yes. It's a good play from Neil Holding, putting Warrington under pressure. David Lyons has to knock it into touch. So it's Saints heading ball. A 5-yard scrum. 5-yard scrum. 5 yards from the Warrington try line. Saints putting all the pressure on Warrington so far this second half. Neil Holding to feed. Scrum possession essential now as far as Saints are concerned. The ball bouncing off the front row forwards, so we have to pack down again. Neil Holding, John Woods quickly up there. Saints win, head and ball. Harkright, Saints move it left. Loughlin, brought down centre field. Warrington moving up quickly. Haggerty going on his own. Unlucky, Haggerty tried to get it out to Chris Arkwright. So Warrington in possession. Well, Haggerty's Warrington there being awarded a penalty. Saints man being adjudged to go through with a swinging arm there. He's bringing Paul Farber out with Captain Shane Cooper. He's having a word with Paul Farber. And Warrington awarded the penalty, so that'll take a bit of the pressure off this Warrington team. The peg down 5 yards from their own line. Saints putting all the pressure on in these opening 15 minutes. So that will relieve the pressure. So as we were saying before, both these teams have some tremendous games between them. Since 1953, which was Saints' first post-war Wembley appearance. Saints have played Warrington 5 times, this being the 6th. Played them in the semi-final in 1953. When they went on to Wembley, they won 9 points to 3. And they played them in the semi-finals since, both in 1972 and 1978. Warrington in possession, 10 yards short of the halfway line from that penalty kick. Bob Jackson now trying to go through, but Chris Arkwright and Tony Burke bouncing to ground. Warrington in possession, turning round to feed on. Quick hands onto John Woods, coming centre field. Solid tackling from Saints, all firm. He's one of the fellas you've got to bring down. Woods. Keith Holden. Kick through. Will it find touch? Yes. Finds touch just inside the Saints 25. Saves a lot of running for these Warrington forwards. Puts Saints back in their own 25. It's going to be a Saints head and ball. But Neil Holding to feed. 3-2 in Saints' favour, 4-2 now with that one. So Arkwright with the ball brought down right on the 25. Neil holding at dummy half. Stuart Evans coming in, head down, drives forward. No way through for him. Solid Warrington tackling there. McGinty and Gregory in there. John Fieldhouse looking to feed out, does so. Super ball. Mark Healy there just getting caught in possession, wanting to move up very quickly. Haggerty now beats one, still going. Haggerty had to move out onto the left centre with that injury to Les Quirk, and Mark Healy taking the left wing berth. John Fieldhouse moving into the pack. Fieldhouse now going blindside over to the left wing. Last tattle of this set of 6 for Saints. The ball back to Phil Beavers. Kicks upfield. Brian Johnson going to gather. Saints closing quickly. Loughlin and Cooper take him down. No way through for him. Warrington very slow getting back to assist. Gregory coming through, Farber and Loughlin in again there at the tackle. Keith Holden at dummy half. Drummond looking for some work, coming in field. Solid lad this Drummond, not much to him as I've said before, but he takes some pulling down. Definitely the scourge when we played New Zealand in 1980 and 85. So John Woods attacking half-back to Keith Holden. Going up centre field, releases the ball. Warrington putting it together, one of the rare occasions in this second half. Last tattle for Warrington. Woods onto Holden. Scything kick through, yes. Super kick there from Holden. He's, well, these last 2 kicks, he's punched holes in the Saints defence. Finds touch just 10 yards from the Saints line. Saints head and ball with Neil holding to feed. See if Paul Groves can come up with this one, relieve the pressure for the Saints. To peg down 5 yards from their own try line. Warrington putting the pressure on, just getting the move together, and Keith Holden with a crossfield, a siding kick, finding touch 5 yards from the Saints line. And the referee finally taking him over to what he considers the right blade of grass. Saints come up with the ball. 5-2. The Saints have to spread it out to the right. Tony Burke now. And Warrington closing up very quickly. Groves onto Farber, straightening up, driving forward. Jackson holds it firm. Warrington spectators getting behind their team now. Haggerty flicks onto Cooper, coming round for the loop movement. Can't release it. Solid Warrington tackling, holds firm. Woods and Webb and Gregory in there. The ball back to Loughlin, kicking upfield. Brian Johnson well positioned, takes it, an awkward ball for Johnson, going over there to Des Drummond. Johnson beats one, but he's taken down. Keith Holden taking it blindside. Mark Roberts signing through. Drummond on his outside, he can't release it, but it's Warrington coming towards the Saints 25 line. Bringing it to the left now. Warrington just getting inside the Saints 25. Keith Holden, John Woods, lofted pass there to Cullen. Short ball to Lyons, beats one. Comes to pass in field, but inside, but nobody outside him. Support very slow coming up. Warrington taking it right. Holden on to Sanderson now. Straightens up, centre field. Tries to flick it up to Rapati. No way through for him. The last tackle. Webb at dummy half. Going to bring it left to Keith Holden. He's going to kick through, is he? Kicks through. Tanner does well, very bravely. Goes down on that ball as Cullen was coming through. So it's Warrington definitely putting Saints under pressure. The last 18 tackles now with this set of 6. Holding Saints back in their own 25. Evans straightens up, drives forward. Not much room through for him, but Saints playing it up centre field. Have to spread it out to the wings. Farber now brought down. Still stood up in the tackle, finally brought to ground. Warrington moving up very quickly. This is the hallmark of the play, but the ball now back to Loughlin. Kicks upfield, a relieving kick. Ryan Johnson takes it safely. Takes the tackle, no way through for him, tried to go on his own. From acting half-back, Warrington drive forward. Sanderson, he's St Helens lad, this Sanderson. Quite a few local St Helens lads around the Widnes, Warrington and Wigan area. But Woods now, spreading it left. Mike Gregory there, he can't release. By Bob Jackson it was that time, I think, number 10. He couldn't release it. But it's Warrington still in possession. Groves round the Cooper round the base and Evans round the top. Keith Holden now onto Woods, looking for the gap. Moves it back to Gregory. Feeds it back, a loose ball from Warrington there. Saints forcing him back. It's the last tackle now for Warrington of this set of 6. Keith Holden lofts it up high. Dave Tanner takes it safely. Comes infield, Tanner. David Lyons just stops him. And Saints back in possession. Evans coming blindside. Building up ahead of steam. Gains 10 yards. It's been roughed up for his trouble on the touchline. 23 minutes of the second half gone. The game. The score still 14-6. John Woods sneaking in there for the interception. So Warrington putting pressure on the Saints. Loose ball from Saints. Mike Gregory going forward, brought down 10 yards short. Warrington need a score to get back in this game. Tremendous cup tie action. Johnson linking up, lofted pass onto Drummond, going into the corner. Yes, Drummond goes in. Good play from Warrington there by Des Drummond. Saints with the ball over here on the left, and Warrington spread it right across field. Drummond finishing off. Definitely Warrington putting a lot of pressure on there in the last 5 minutes on the Saints. Drummond finishing off, he's a deadly finisher. Cullen feeding it onto him, and he went over in the corner. So that puts Warrington back in the lead by 18 points to 16. 18 points to 16 with this goal kick conversion to come. So Warrington 2 points now. A 2-point cushion for Warrington. Referee stopped the clock. One of the Warrington players injured over there on the physio, Tim Deakin, treating him behind the try line, enabling the conversion attempt to go ahead. It's John Woods there. He was instrumental in that try. Pinched the ball, intercepted the ball over here. Woods steps up. Yes, it's a low kick, but it's over. He's limping back onto the field of play as Loughlin kicks off. Well, Warrington snapping up these opportunity tries. They've snatched a couple in the first half with that McGinty one and the Woods one, and then especially that one with the Drummond. Quick hands from Warrington, but it's Saints in possession. Warrington lose the ball after Saints kick off. Saints gather it, and Groves at dummy half. Taking it left to Arkwright. Cooper, classed is Cooper. Feeds it up to Evans, I think it is, running onto that ball. Saints have to hit back here in a good fashion. Cooper again. Arkwright sees the gap, coming through, feeds back to Tony Burke. Brought down on the 25. Saints now have to spread it out. Quick hand from Saints. Beavers up there. For dummy half. Well, probably one of the first penalties of the game for holding down. They've been very few and far between, but Warrington being penalised for holding down in the tackle. So Saints electing to go for goal. Dave Tanner stepping up. It's on the right hand side of the sticks, and Tanner being a left-footed kicker, he takes them from the right. He's already kicked 20 goals this season. He kicked 2 last week at Halifax, against Halifax at Nosey Road. So David Tanner stepping up there. Brings Saints back into the game within 2 points of Warrington if he's successful with this attempt. Yes, looks good from here. Yes, good kick from Tanner there. So 27 minutes of this game gone, and Dave Tanner slots over his 21st goal of the season. So the score now 20 points to Warrington, 18 points to Saints. And Warrington kick off, taken by Chris Arkwright. Very slippy conditions, but Arkwright takes it. Warrington tattlers quickly in there, Gregory in there, onto Arkwright. But he'll take it to Arkwright, tough customer. Harbour loses the ball, centre field and in the 25. Rapati picks it up. So Warrington now putting pressure on Saints. Saints defence have to hold out here. Webb going from acting half-back, scampering through, no way through. Farber and Fieldhouse take him down. Groves it was, I beg your pardon. Holden on to Johnson, linking up in the line. Forced back by Neil Holding. Brings him back to the 25. Keith Holden now. Well, nearly a loose pass there, and he gets it out to Holden. Warrington to McGinty. Keeps it going. Tony Burke brings him down. Unorthodox tackle by Burke, but it's effective. So it's Saints having to withstand this pressure. Last tackle for Warrington as they're going to have a go for drop goal. 2 point cushion. Holding lofts it up. Knocked forward off the Saints man. Well, Drummond didn't know and he lofted the ball. Tanner takes it well. Keeps it in field. Well, Warrington man going over the top there. McGinty. Yes, Stuart Evans coming away there. Warrington being awarded a 6 tackles. The Warrington man didn't know, otherwise he wouldn't have lofted that ball up. He thought it was the 6th tackle, but Saints back in possession. Just letting Saints off the hook there temporarily. There's Drummond, but it's still 20 points to 18 in Warrington's favour and 10 minutes remaining. Haggerty now coming in the centre. In fact, Haggerty's been all over this pitch today. Groves going on his own, gives the dummy, sees the gap, feeds inside to Cooper. Well, both Cooper and Groves, well, that seemed a quick 6 tackles from referee Holdsworth, but the ball's back to Loughlin. Bangs it upfield, just beats Drummond, but he goes back, gathers the ball, coming centre field. Fieldhouse takes him with Loughlin, following up, just short of the halfway line. Mike Gregory coming away at dummy half. Saints quickly up there. Fieldhouse and Loughlin again in quickly. Cal Webb, Warrington Woods bringing it left onto Cullen. No way through for him. Looking to release the ball, even though Fieldhouse Groves that time is round his legs. Very muddy down there on the pitch. The ball now with Holden. Out to Brian Johnson, linking up. Webb on the blind side, coming away. Loughlin temporarily stops him, takes a knock for his trouble, but Groves, Cooper completes the tackle. Woods puts an up and under. Woods following it up. Tanner under pressure. Tanner gets it at the second bite of the cherry. But Warrington take the ball off him. It's Warrington on forward. Well, Woods down there, received a knock in that tackle, but the referee Holdsworth urging him to get up to play the ball. Warrington putting the pressure on. Gregory linking up, taken down. Warrington not backing up there, but it's all Warrington at present. Webb bringing it right. Jackson going through. Just 2 or 3 yards short. Webb watching for scampering through at dummy half here. Bringing it over to Woods, to Holden. Sees the gap. Siding kick through. Mark Elia tidies up. Loses the ball again. Patty brought down short. Knock on being ruled, I think, by referee Holdsworth right on the line. But Elia lost that ball. Rapati was in there quickly. He knocked on, unfortunately for Warrington, and it's a scrum down with the Saints head and ball 5 yards right in front of the Saints try line, right in front of the posts. Saints having tremendous scrum possession, 5-2 at present in this second half, but Warrington are winning.
Once again, St Helens.
Saints come up with the ball, that makes it 6-2. They've the full length of the field to go if they want to score, and Grove scampers through. Just brought down short of the 25. 8 minutes of the game remaining. 2 points the gap in Warrington favour. Saints losing the ball in their own 25 on 2 occasions there, but Haggerty is all over the field, this man. He's inside to Loughlin, trenching through. Loughlin just brought down, had his ankles tapped and brought down 5 yards inside the Warrington half. Beavers wants a quick play the ball, takes it left, onto Cooper, straightens up inside to Farber. 10 yards inside the Warrington half. It's the last tackle for Saints. They seem very quick, these 6 tackles. The ball now with Holding. On to Cooper. Little chip kick through. Beavers gathers, flicks it up to Loughlin. He passes it outside to his wingman Tanner, but Tanner had overrun him. The ball going into touch. Change over being ruled, I think. Man of the match there, John Woods, being ruled. Wouldn't have been my choice. I would have picked Haggerty, but it's not for me to say. But it's Warrington in possession. 7 minutes of the game remaining. Saints trailing by 2 points. 20 points to 18. Gregory acting half-back. Warrington taking it right. Gregory takes the tackle. Carl Webb wants a quick play the ball. On to Bob Jackson. Groves brings him down with Tony Burke in support. On his own, Sanderson from the dummy half position. Groves and Burke again. Mr. Holdsworth puts his hand up for the 6th tackle, and it's Keith Holden. Feeds it to John Woods. Lofton up and under. Floated ball. Tanner misses it. The ball goes into touch. Touched Dave Tanner before going into touch. It's a scrum down on the Saints 25 with Warrington head and ball. Keith Holden comes back to retrieve the ball, and a nice wry smile on his face. He knows that they're 2 points up, and they've won the ball from that scrum. Arkwright takes him down. Gregory on to McGinty. McGinty going crossfield. Strong lad, strong run from this lad. 5 minutes remaining. Warrington putting the pressure on. 20 yards from Saints try line. Woods now, short ball. Warrington driving forward. Woods again. I say he's the instigator, Woods, and Holden. Feeds it there inside. Rapati linking up with him, but no way through for him. Referee Holdsworth urging the Saints to get back on side, but Sanderson going from acting half-back, flicking it up. Warrington keep the ball moving. Saints tackling holds firm. It's the last tackle now for Warrington. What are they going to do? Are they going to hoist it? They're definitely putting Saints under a lot of pressure. Keith Holden has a kick through. It's Beavers. Comes back to Drummond. He's going to play the 6th tackle. Drummond going, no, he's going to rule the 6th tackle. Yes, he's ruled the 6th tackle because it kicked Beavers on the ankle, came back, but Drummond gathered that ball, and certainly did he go like a bullet. Forward now, trying to drive forward, but Warrington holding firm. 4 minutes remaining. Saints trailing by 2 points. Tremendous cup action at Wilderspoon. Saints know they've got the full length of the field to go if they want to score. Haggerty. Lofted pass to Dave Tanner. Takes the tackle. Warrington closing down. Saints under a lot of pressure now. Haggerty again. Warrington tackling, holding firm. Knock on there. Mark Elia knocks on. Referee's already blew up for the knock on. Warrington wanted to play on, but it's Warrington head and ball, and just 10 yards from the Saints try line. Saints making a substitution now. Bernard Dwyer coming on for Chris Arkwright. Warrington penalised for offside at that scrum, so a relieving penalty for the Saints. Saints living dangerously, just 3 minutes of the game remaining. Good kick there from the Saints. Fines touch 10 yards from the halfway line. Groves to restart, on to Tony Burke. Saints certainly have to pull it out of the fire here, trailing by 2 points. With it all to do, Bernard Dwyer now straightens up, drives up centre field. Fresh man, here's a forward in his own right, Dwyer, captain of the A-team. But Cooper now, siding through. Cooper out to Haggerty. Can he make it? Inside. Ball goes down, but it bounced into touch. Bounced into touch now. To scrum down in Warrington 25. Just about 15 yards from the Warrington try line. It's Saints head and ball, possibly Saints' last chance to seal this game up now. Trailing by 2 points, 20 points to 18. Neil holding feed. Saints win the scrum. Check it left. Beavers straightens up. Feeds it back to Dwyer. Solid tackling from Warrington. They'll have to tattle the hearts out. First time Saints have been up in Warrington 25 for quite a considerable while. Going over now. Fieldhouse, is he over? Yes! The try's been awarded. Fieldhouse goes over. Quick hands from Saints there. As I was just saying, it was the last chance for Saints. Fieldhouse going over. Brilliant try for him. His second try of the season for Saints, and at a crucial time. As I was just saying, Saints not been up in Warrington's 25 for quite a considerable length of time. There's just about 2 minutes of the game remaining, plus any injury time, and Saints regain the lead, 22 points to 20. Well, they're quite capable of snatching it out of the fire, those Saints, and it looks as though they certainly have done after this conversion attempt. It's going to be Warrington to kick off, so Saints are going to regather the ball. They're going to hold it. For the 6 tackles, nothing fancy. It's Paul Loughlin taking it over there from the left of the sticks. See if he can convert this John Fieldhouse try, giving Saints a 4-point cushion. Already kicked 2. Yes, he slots it over there, Paul Loughlin. Bangs his 63rd goal of the season over edges Saints into 24 points to 20 lead. Time running out for Warrington now, and Saints sitting back there in good style. Fieldhouse going over for his second try. And the crowd just having to be moved from the touchline. They've spilled onto the touchline. Referee Holsworth not starting the game until all the crowd is over off the playing area.
Please get behind the barriers. Will the crowd please get behind the barriers? The game will not start until the crowd.
As you can hear there on the PA system. I beg your pardon, John Fieldhouse going over there for his 3rd try of the season. I was discounting that earlier effort by Fieldhouse in the 2nd minute. But puts Saints back in the lead, 24 points to 20. A tremendous cup tie, well, irrespective of cup tie or not, a tremendous game here. In the league, both teams closely positioned. Warrington are in 5th position with 20 points. Saints are in 6th position with 18 points. Saints a couple of games in hand off on Warrington, but whichever team goes out today, and judging by the time remaining, unless Warrington come through with a breakaway try, it's going to be Saints. The other team can just have to concentrate on the league. Short kick from Woods, kick and chase. Dwyer takes it. The ball's wrenched from his grasp. The referee Holsworth ordering a scrum down. I don't know why that is, but he's ordered the scrum down. Warrington head and ball. Warrington come away with it. So it's Warrington's last chance now. Have to spread it quick with in the 3rd minute of injury time. Rapati now, Dwyer in there. Saints got to do a tackling stint there. Taking it left now, Warrington Holden, out to Johnson. Saints tackling holds firm. Shane Cooper bangs him down.
Warrington must be looking towards their match.
So now, Warrington still in possession, approaching the Saints 25. Holden now, Warrington taking it right. Woods, lofted pass. Obstruction there, Rapati, out to Drummond. Banged into touch on the far right. Yes. Super tackling from Saints. Holds firm there. He's a danger man, Drummond. Very dangerous character. Scored some good tries against Saints. And quick play from Saints over there. Bang him into touch over on the far right. Neil Holding to feed. Saints come away with the ball. In the 4th minute of injury time now. Saints in possession. Beavers gets up, plays the ball. Agate just takes the tackle. Time running out for Warrington. Saints nothing fancy, just got to hold this ball. Dwyer coming away from acting half-back. Holds it firm. Another 3 tackles for the Saints, still in their own 25. Saints still in possession. John Fieldhouse stepping up at the dummy half. But Haggerty plays it to himself. There's the final hooter, and Saints run out winners by 24 points to 20. What a tremendous game here at Wilderspool. The scoring opened in the 4th minute of the first half, with Lyon scoring a try. Then Farber for Saints, a Lachlan penalty conversion. Then 2 quick tries from Warrington, from McGinty and Woods, and Quirk finishing the first half scoring with a 20th minute try. 14-10 at half-time in Warrington favour. Saints have been coming back in recent games, in a lot of the cup games. I think the first time for quite a while at home against Halifax last week. They was actually went in winning at half-time, but they came back in good style in this second half. 2nd minute to John Fieldhouse try, put them back in 16 points to 14 with Paul Loughlin goal, I beg your pardon, put them back in at 16 points to 14. Then Warrington hit back with a Drummond try and Woods goal, 20 points to 16. David Tanner penalty conversion, 20 points to 18. And then John Fieldhouse finishing off just to the left in good style, converted by Paul Loughlin, and Saints running out at 24 points to 20 winners. Well, thanks once again for joining us, and what a tremendous game here you've been watching. So on behalf of Micron Video, myself, Ron Hoof, your regular matchday commentator, Brian Pears, your cameraman, may I bid you a farewell from Warrington Wilderspool, and look forward to see Saints in the hat for the 3rd round draw tomorrow on BBC Northwest in 6:35, just later than 6:35. We can only look forward to a home tie if possible, as we've had 2 tough ties away from home with Lee last week and Warrington here. Anyway, thanks once again for joining us, and we'll see you next week at Rosie Road. Thank you. Gains a valuable 10 yards, but Warrington quickly snuff him out. Onto Chris Arkwright, looking for the gap. Back in the loose forward position. Arkwright, as I said before, out with a serious injury, but back now in full fitness. Groves, onto Cooper, inside to Paul Loughlin. Only the full back to beat. Loughlin goes to the line. Support with him. Farber! Yes! Brilliant! Farber dives over to the left of the sticks. That levels the scores up. 10 minutes gone, good work there. Cooper head inside to Loughlin. Loughlin only with the full back to beat. Farber, as ever, backing up on his left.